all my sweet, beautiful friends. It's so nice to have you on my page for my very first review of a product. My name is Shannon Logan. I live in Alabama and I teach at a high school. I'm actually a nurse educator and I teach at a high school here in Alabama, teach the health professions. And I wanted to do my very first review of a item. I got my planner in from this company right here, 4theloveofpi. Actually saw it on someone else's page and I loved it, so I wanted to go ahead and get one for myself and show y'all what mine looks like in case you wanted to get one for you. I have used plum paper in the past and some others, and I wanted to try something out different this year just to kind of see which one I liked. This is the box that came in the mail. This is actually what it looked like in the mail. It was taped up right here and the mailing address is on the bottom. I'm not going to show you that part, but on the box, y'all, this cardboard is very thick and very sturdy. It says be inspired, and I like how they use this pun of pie, be inspired. That's pretty cute. And on this other side, it says planning easy as pie. So I thought that was pretty cute. All right. So let's go ahead and get started. This is not my first unboxing. I actually got my planner yesterday and I was so excited. So I went ahead and took it out and started getting started on it. It was wrapped in beautiful bubble wrapping. And then when I took it out, it had bigger bubble wrapping on the bottom. So I thought that was very, very nice coverage for shipping. All right, so this is my planner. It is the 8x11 planner. I chose the watercolor design. There are two watercolor design colors, and this is the brighter one. I think the other one's in blues and whites, if I'm not mistaken, but I absolutely love watercolor, so this was perfect. Also on the coil, I wanted to go and show you the coils. Some of the coils I've encountered you can actually move around, but these are very thick and very, very sturdy, and you can hardly move them, so I love it a lot. This is very thick. It is flimsy, but it's not that flimsy, and it's solid. It's laminated. It feels like twice cardstock paper that is laminated. Down here you are going to find how to get in touch with them and their name, and on here it just says who this planner belongs to, which I thought that was a nice touch. All right, the first 2 pages are a snapshot of the year. These are really good for different teachers and different ways to use them. I like to use them to circle important dates, or basically also to go and look real fast. If somebody said, oh, what's today's date, or what's next Tuesday's date, I can just look at this real quick instead of going through my months. The next 2 pages are another snapshot where you can write down goals or checklists. I'm personally going to use this for something I call a program of work. I do the HOSA Future Health Professionals in my high school, and we have to decide what we're going to do each month. And I know this year is kind of odd with COVID, but I would like to plan ahead and be optimistic and write some things down that we might be able to do. The next pages are student birthdays. This is really good for primary and elementary student teachers. But as a high school teacher, I do like to keep up with my students and let them know they are special, especially on their birthdays, and maybe give them a little happy for the day. So this is really helpful for me. All right, the next one is the goal page. You have 4 goals you can write down for the whole year, and use that to your advantage. And y'all, I want to show you this. This is 80-pound paper, and they claim that it is not see-through, or bleed through, and I will show you in a minute that is very, very true. All right, for each month you have a tab, and that color on the tab coordinates with the color for that month. Every month has this sheet on the front. This is a snapshot for that month. You can write a mantra or mission statement or vision statement or whatnot up there. Here's your checklist, and I'm going to use this part for like happies that happened during the month, anything special that happened, or anything I need to remember. All right, this is very thick, like cardstock type, thick cardstock paper. As you can see, I've already gotten started on mine. I did get it yesterday, so you can tell how excited I am. I will go ahead and tell you, some people have asked me about my quotes and how I got these. No, they're not. These aren't stickers. I got these watercolor stickers are from the Happy Planner section in Michaels. It is the watercolor type of stickers. I also got some stickers from Michael's that were Michael's brand that are to-do list type of things. I like to keep a list and stay planned and whatnot, and this is going to be really helpful for me. I asked some of my friends on Facebook to give me some sweet, heartfelt scriptures for this school year so that when I go back I can pray for them and it'll kind of uplift me if I have hard days. After each snapshot of the month, you're going to get the part that's a teacher planner. This is a teacher planner notebook planner from For the Love of Pi. So that is what we're doing our review on today. You have your 5-day week. Up here you're going to write what classes you're using, and you can choose anything from 1 subject to 8. If you choose a 1 subject, it's going to be this column from my understanding, as up to an 8 subject column, which is what I have. You'll have that for every single week. Now I'm just going to go through real fast through my months to just let you see how I've decorated it out, just to, Also, I'm a huge Disney fan and I love my Jesus. So I've got scriptures and I've got quotes from Disney. Can't be there right now, so I want to think about them as much as possible. They give a lot of happy. Here's just some of my months. Waiting on our school calendar to revise because of COVID. And I was talking about this just a few seconds ago. These are not stickers. All I did was go on Google and find one that I liked. I stuck it up my phone up behind this page, and you can see through it even though it is very thick. I colored this in, y'all, with Sharpie markers, like the Sharpie pen markers, and here it is. Look, can't even see it. Now I have not tested Sharpies, like Sharpie markers themselves, but these are Sharpie marker pens, so they are not shining through. So that's really, really nice. All right. June needs some love, but June's way far off. All right, so this is the teacher section. If y'all are anything like me, you need this page. This is the passwords page. You'll have the website, username, password, any notes. I have a book of passwords, and so if I can just keep them all in one place, that would be amazing. And all in one book. Next, you have your class schedule. This could work for block schedules and period schedules. We have a period schedule, so we have 7 to 8 classes a day, depending on the school year. And so I'm technically only going to need to keep this. However, there are 6 of these. There's one on this page, and on the back of this, on the same page. You could use this for, say, when your class meets on Monday, you do lab. On Tuesday, you do PowerPoint. On Wednesday, you do this. Thursday, Friday. And then when you get to your teacher planner section, you can say, okay, well, lab is Monday, so this is what we're going to do in lab. So that's just an option. Let's see. Okay. The next 2 pages is professional development, date, time, session, event, location, and number of hours that you got. I'm also going to assign, when I put these into our portal for our professional development, I love this. And not only is it going to be in our portal, but I also can keep it right in front of me to know exactly how many hours that I've done. So we do a lot of professional development, so that's pretty good. All right, events and trips. Y'all, this is a really good one. It is a 2-page front and back. If you are going on a field trip, or if you have an event like a class speaker coming in, or you have an assembly, it has event trip, date, time, and location. Y'all, this is really nice to keep up with. I have a binder. Y'all, let me just tell you, I have a binder for each thing I'm showing you. It is insane. And to know that I have all of this in one place, it just wins me over. I love it so, so much. Okay. All right, the next one is a conference schedule. I'm going to use this for student conferences, and you'll know why in just a minute. Date, time, student, parent, and why I had to talk to them. This is really good, especially for high school. So you get 1, 2, 3, 4 of those. All right, the next page is teacher expenses, date, description, cost, and over here you have a summary of how much total you acquired, how much you got in reimbursed, balance, and notes. Y'all, I have a whole binder full of POs and requisitions, which I will still keep that, but somewhere I can put everything in, like where I can see it on one page instead of flipping and flipping and flipping. That's really nice to have. All right. The next several pages is a pacing guide, and all teachers need a pacing guide. So you have week 1 through whatever, and your classes. And so, for example, I teach foundations and body structures and PCT and internship. So I would have 4, and it was go, week 1 we're going to do this, and in week 2 we're going to do this, so I can keep up what I need to do, keep my kids where they're supposed to be. So you have enough for your weeks. All right, you have a checklist for important things and to-do things. You can use that throughout the year, and I'm going to definitely do that. You have, 1, 2, 3, 4 pages worth of that. That's amazing. All right, now we have a student section. Notice they all still have this, okay? Student section. You have a notes page. And you have a contact list. Those who have primary and elementary school students, there's enough for 70 contacts. There's 35 on this page and 35 on the back. I'm actually going to use this for my HOSA students, so I can look at this and look them up really quick. Otherwise, I can just look in our program and find them. But my HOSA students and I do things all the time outside of class, and so as a program, and so this will be a good way to be able to call their parents if I need to. Parent communication. This is what I was telling you earlier, where I'm going to use the other one for students, and this one is for parents. So date, time, student, reason, and who I contacted and how, which is in person, email, or actual snail mail, or a phone call. I really, really like that. So you can use it for all kinds of things. I have 2 of those. A volunteer list, y'all. We always need volunteers. And I know this would especially be good for primary through middle school. High school, we have several volunteers, but not as many quite as you get at elementary school. You have 2 of those pages. Student health, if you have students that have diabetes, or if they have, they need insulin for those diabetes, or if they have some kind of food allergy, it'd be really good to have this on hand so that you can just look at it real fast instead of going back and looking in your chart. You have 2 of those. Any accommodations, if you have a student with a 504 or an IEP, or if you have, something else that you need to keep, it would be all right here. You would keep your stuff in a confidential place, but you can also keep it right here that's private for you. There's another sheet. All right, student data. I'm not quite sure what I'm going to use this page for yet, but maybe for testing. I do have students that are in my internship and PCT class that will be certifying, so I might use this for them. There's several sheets. I'm not going to use this for my grade book, and I'll tell you why in just a minute. You have a couple sheets for seating plans in the graph form. All right, there's a notes section, and I love this section, y'all. You have several pages of college rules, and then you have several pages of graph. So, whatever rocks your boat, All right, now, this is why I'm not going to use the other one, is my grade book. This is checklist. And when I tell you have everything in this planner, it has everything in this planner. Does anybody remember the easy graders? Y'all, this goes all the way up to 30 questions. I still have an easy grader. All right, here's another thing for notes. Here is where I'm going to have my grade book. So you can add these pages when you order your book. You can add these pages. So I added several pages, and so I'm going to use 2 pages per class. So I'll end up writing their name, again, but I'll have enough for the whole year for the high school. So I have several of those pages. I think I've got 12 or 14 of them. Okay, the last page is a notes page. again, and then the back cover looks just like the front cover. And then here you go, the very, very, very back. So that is my review and overview of the For the Love of Pi 8x11 watercolor design teacher planner. It's a very good planner. I cannot wait to put everything in it. I mean, I've already started, as you saw. I cannot wait really to dig in it and let my students know what's going on, plan for my lessons, and really just get going. And I know COVID's got everybody in a bind this year and got everybody nervous, but this is a comfort zone for me. So I'm excited to have it. If you have any questions, I will try to answer them. Otherwise, y'all go get you a For the Love of Pi. Thank you. Bye-bye.